press pause on the outrage. Emma Hemming Willis looked straight into the camera and, with steady grace, drew a clear boundary around her family. After sharing that Bruce Willis now lives in a separate, purpose-built home to better manage his frontotemporal dementia, she made one thing plain. Caregiving isn't a spectator sport. It's relentless, complicated, and when you're also raising kids, it's a daily calculus of safety, love, and stability. Her message lands quietly but firmly. If you haven't lived this, you don't get to steer it. In her Instagram video on August 29th, Emma says she expected two camps once she went public: people with opinions and people with experience. The comment flood proved her right. She notes how quickly criticism targets the caregiver and how loud uninformed judgments can be. Then she sets a firm line: if you haven't walked this road, you don't get a say and you don't get a vote. That video followed the ABC special on August 26th, where Emma disclosed the family's current setup. Bruce now lives in a separate home designed around his needs and staffed for specialized care. She calls the move one of the hardest decisions she has ever made and frames it as what Bruce would have wanted: putting their daughters first. While she and the kids don't sleep there, they are there constantly. The girls have their belongings in that house. It's a true second home. Emma paints it as warm and alive, filled with care and laughter, with Bruce's friends still showing up and bringing energy and fun. The logic behind the choice is straightforward and rooted in the realities of frontotemporal dementia. FTD can bring impulsivity, disinhibition, emotional swings, and sensitivity to noise and change, especially in behavioral and language variants. A controlled environment, consistent routines, and trained support can reduce triggers and prevent crises. That's not just Aphasia, I'm Eder for Bruce. It's safer for everyone who loves him. Add two school-age children to the picture and the equation sharpens. Kids need predictability, sleep, and a home base that's built for their developmental needs, not for round-the-clock neurological care. Emma's tone isn't defensive, it's clarifying. She doesn't spar with critics point by point. She names the caregiver reality most people never see: the 3 a.m. redirection, the rethinking of locks and kitchens, the emotional whiplash when the person you love behaves in ways the disease dictates. She shifts the focus from gossip to compassion. This is about dignity, safety, and showing up in a way that actually works. The separate home model isn't distance for distance's sake. It's a structure that allows Bruce to receive intensive support while the family maintains strong, loving presence. Some will argue vows, wealth, or that change worsens dementia. Vows are honored in care that's sustainable and safe, not in chaos that harms everyone. Resources don't erase the clinical realities of FTD. Even with staff, a family home shared with young kids may not be the right environment. And while abrupt, unplanned change can be destabilizing, a purpose-built, steady setting with trained caregivers often reduces distress and injury. This isn't abandonment, it's adaptation, an adjustment that preserves connection and respect for each person's needs. Throughout, Emma situates the decision in the context of their blended family. Bruce is a father to 5 daughters, and the through line is presence: regular family time, familiar belongings, and a circle of friends who keep showing up. The two-home rhythm is simply an acknowledgement that needs have changed, and that a stable, child-centered home base can coexist with a specialized, loving space for Bruce's care. Taken together, Emma's message is less a clapback than a map for handling a brutal diagnosis in public view. Share what helps, hold back what doesn't. Build the environment your loved one needs, even if it looks different from what outsiders expect. Keep routines, keep kindness, keep showing up. And remember that the people with lived experience aren't asking for applause. They're asking for room to do the hard thing well.